A very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. So guys, in our previous session, we have covered that what is regex. In our today's session, we'll be talking about meta characters that are there in our regex. So guys, let's discuss what are all meta characters that we have over here. Let's have a look on them one by one. Then we'll be talking about their function and we'll also see their practical explanation as well. Over here, we have different symbols over here. These are called as the meta characters. We have backslash, we have square brackets, we have caret symbol, we have dollar, dot, bar, question mark, star, plus, braces and parentheses, which over here represent, for example, we have the backward slash over here. It is used to drop the special meaning characters. That means whatever special characters that we have over here, for example, we have brackets, we have caret, we have dollar, we have dot, we have bar. So if any of these characters come in our regular expression, in that case, if you want to drop it, for that we use the backward slash. Then we have square bracket that represent the character class. Then we have caret that matches the beginning. Dollar symbol matches the end. That means if you want to check the starting of the string or the end of the string, in that case we can use the caret and the dollar symbol. Then we have dot that matches any character except for the new line. Then we have bar symbol. That means just like how our OR operator work, it should either satisfy this or satisfy that, or it can satisfy both of them. Okay. Then we have matches 0 or 1 occurrence. That means if we have anything that is occurring 0 time or 1 time, for that the question mark symbol is used. After that we have the star symbol, that any number of occurrences including the 0. That means star can be used for any number of occurrences. For example, any character which is occurring 0 time, 1 time, 3 time, 4 time, for that also star can be used. One or more occurrences, if any character, for example, we have written R-A-A-A-A-A-T, rat. So A is occurring, let's say 4 to 5 times here, right? For that, the plus operator is used. Then we have indicate the number of occurrences of a preceding regex to match. That means this indicates the number of occurrences, how many number of occurrences, whatever the preceding. That means the character is written. That means the character is written before the braces over here. After that, we have enclose a group of regex. That means the parentheses over here is used to enclose the group of regex over here. So these are the meta characters. Now let's see how these meta characters can be used. We'll see the practical explanation of all of them one by one. So for the meta characters over here, I have already created some strings, and I'll also import re, because if we are going to use regex module, for that we write import re. Okay, on the right hand side I will also write the meta characters. So I have created a text file over here which has the meaning of all the meta characters so that we don't miss any of them. Okay, first one should be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, not the Charlie Chaplin and the Chocolate Factory over here. So we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Then we have an email over here. Then we have John has scored 98 marks. David has scored 70 marks. Lisa has scored 88 marks. And we have one string called as D, which has hello, and one string E, which has some random alphabets. What are random alphabets? So X, Y, Z, and the combinations of X, Y, Z over here are there. Okay. So these things we have over here. Now let's talk about each function one by one, each meta character one by one. First, the first one over here says the backslash. The backslash is used to drop the special character. For example, we have already imported re. I'll create a variable called as match. Match is equals to, we'll be talking about, let's say, this string over here. For this string, what is the meta character? You can see the dot is a meta character, and the dot also is there in our meta text. That means it is one of the meta characters over here. So if we want to drop a special symbol over here, we will be using the backward slash. How it can be done, let's have a look on that. So over here, I'll be writing re dot search. What we'll be searching for? We will be searching for dot in R. So R is what? R is the this is regex. That means R over here symbolizes we are using the regex. That means regular expression over here. And in the second parameter, the first parameter is the regular expression, and the second parameter over here is our string. So we are talking about the string B over here, which has an email address. So if I'll write B here and run it as of now, and we just need to print it as well. So I'll just print match and run it as well. So right now I will get a match over here as A. Right now I'm not getting the correct value. Match over here, it's showing that the match over here is A. That means it is showing the first value over here. It is not treating this as a normal character. But what I'm looking for this dot, or let's say this dot over here. Okay. For that, what we can do, we can put a backward slash over here, and as soon as I run it, the output over here would match with the dot here, and it will tell us the span. That means with which index it is starting and at which index it is ending. That means on number 6 we have this character. So if I check it over here as well, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on number 6 we have the dot over here. So this is how it works. It matches with the dot here, and it is not treating it as a special meta character or a special character over here. Okay, Moving ahead, talking about our second function. So I'll be just taking one example so that you'll understand, as we have many symbols over here, many text meta characters over here. So second one is the square brackets. Let's have a look on how we can use the square brackets here. So in the square bracket, it says so square bracket over here says represent a character class over here. For example, if I want to give a square bracket and if I want to write @ symbol, I want to search for the @ symbol. If I'll run it, the output would look like this, that it is there in our, this @ symbol is there in our 11 to 12. That means over here on number 11, we have in this line here. So this is how it works. Suppose if I would have been looking for com, and if I run it, it would give me that com, like it will only give me m over here. But if I'll just write m here, so it will look for m wherever it is coming. For example, it is coming over here in Gmail first, so it will give me Gmail like this. And instead of, okay, one more thing over here, that what is this search over here is, the search is one of the function which we are later going to talk about in our let's say the third or fourth session of this module. But as of now, let's understand that re.search means that if you want to search something inside the string, we use search. Similarly, we have find all as well, which find all the values that are there with the m. So as soon as I run it, at how many times m is occurring over here, twice the m is occurring in this list, in this string basically. That is over here once in Gmail and once in com. Okay. Similarly, if I want to check for I, you can see it is coming 1 time, 2 time and 3 times. So if I change it to I and run it, it would give me that it is coming 3 times. It will create a list and a list of those elements, that how many times the element is occurring inside it. Similarly, moving ahead, if I talk about the next character, that is the caret one, that is it matches the beginning. So if I talk about matching the beginning, then over here what I'll do, I'll be writing, again I'll just switch it back to search. So if I talk about the first string over here, that is A. So A starts over here with the C. So I'll just write C and the string is A. As soon as I run it over here, the output would be that it would match here. Right, it would match and the index number is 0 and 1 ends at 1. The match is C. But at the same time, if I would have written anything like A, I would have written A over here because it does not start with A, but still I'm writing A, then it would give me the output as like this, that over here it is 2, 3. That means it's not matching with the beginning over here. Moving ahead, if I talk about the third symbol over here, that is matches the beginning, the caret symbol. How does the caret symbol works? For example, if we have this one as our first string over here. Okay, and what I want to see if C matches with the beginning or not. For that, what I'll be writing, again, I'll just switch it back to search here. So search is used to search one character if it matches or not. And here find all is used to match all the patterns that we have in our regular expression with this string over here. So we'll be using again search, and over here what I'll be doing inside this, I'll be writing caret. See, that means I need to check if it's starting with C or not. So as soon as I run it, the output would be none because B does not start with the C. The string B is not starting with C. But at the same time, if I check it for string A, then yes, it starts with B and it would give us a match over here. If there is no match, then it will give us none. For example, if I would have written alphabet A over here, that A, like our string A does not start with the alphabet A. So as soon as I run it, it would give me the output as none. But at the same time, if I write C, it would give me the match over here, that it matches with it. And the span is, that means the index number is, the starting value is 0 and ends at 1. And the match over here is C. This is how it gives us an output. This is how the caret works. Similarly, if I talk about the dollar symbol over here, the dollar symbol matches with the end over here. So it's used in the end as well. So for example, we have written caret C over here, but this time what I'll check for, suppose the last 3 letters over here is com, and I'll be writing dollar symbol here. And over here we have string B. So in the string B, we are checking for com, and if we are checking that if it is there in the end or not. If it is there, it would give us a match that it starts from 18th index, ends at 21, and the match is com. That means it is working. While at the same time, if I would have written anything else, for example, I would have written LO. So instead of this, I would have written LO. I would have run it. It would have given me the output as none. That means it is not matching with the end of the string. Similarly, moving ahead, next we have the dot over here. That means it matches any character except the new line. For example, now how to use it is very simple. I'll be talking about this string A over here, that is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And let's say I'll write, so we have CHA, right? So I'll be writing C dot A, or we can write C dot L as well. So as soon as I'll run it, it would give me COL as the output. So we have COL here. Okay. Similarly, if I talk about one character occurring in between, so right now if I say that I have X and Z. Okay, let's talk about the last string, that is E. So I'll be writing X dot Z. Now in between one character can come, and whatever it can be any character but not the new line over here. So I'll be just writing E, and also I'll be writing find all here. So as soon as I run it, we will see XYZ, XYZ, XZZ, XYZ and XYZ. So why it is coming over here is very simple, that in between of X and Z anything can come, even if it is Z itself, even if it is X itself, any value over here can come over here. So dot over here means it can match any character except the new line. That means if there is a new line in between X and Z, then it won't match that, but any character can come in between of them. So this is how we can get the values here. Moving ahead and talking about the next meta character over here is, that means we have the bar symbol, that means OR symbol, that we generally use in a Python to check either this should satisfied or this should get satisfied. We check for the conditions, that either if this one satisfied, if this one is not satisfied, then this one may satisfy, or this one is not satisfied, then this one may satisfy. That means it gives us true if one of the conditions is satisfied, right? So similarly over here, what we'll be giving, for example, I'll be taking the example of a string here. And in the A string, we have Charlie and the chocolate factory. So we can look for CHA, and we can also look for FAC. So I'll be writing CHA bar FAC in the string A, and that is why we have Chaplin here. So I'm just creating it by myself, that we have, so that we can have another word over here. So we have Charlie, Chaplin and the chocolate factory, which does not make sense, but it's okay. So as soon as I run it, I'll be getting 2 Cha-Cha, and we have FAC over here. That means one time the FAC is occurring and twice CHA is occurring. So that means any of these conditions are satisfied, that will be passed over here. So either it could be CHA or it could be FAC, and it could be both of them as well. Next, moving ahead, next over here is question mark. Question mark says matches 0 or 1 occurrence. So something is occurring 0 time or 1 time. In that case, a reoccurring 1 time or 0 time. In that case, question mark is used. For example, over here I'll be writing CH question mark A. So here CH and A is occurring how many times? So let's have a look. It's occurring 2 times over here. Once over here and once over here. So whatever value is there before the question mark, if it is occurring 1 time or 2 time, for example, I would have written CH and A again, Cha-Cha Chaplin. No, it's Charlie, Chaplin. So in that case, it would have come 2 times over here. So it can occur as many times as we want. And if I would have written it like this, in that case, it would have occurred 1 time only, that because it should follow by A as well. So CH should be followed by A as well, but at the same time, the CH can occur as many times as it wants. Next is plus operator, which checks for 1 or more occurrences. For example, if I write over here XY plus Z, and the string that I'm talking about is, let's say, E, and I'll also put the quotation here. So XY plus Z over here means that 1 or more occurrences. That means if I run this, and whatever value is there over here, if it occurs 1 time or more than 1 time over here before Z as well, doesn't matter, but it should occur. So whatever value is before plus, if it is occurring 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, doesn't matter. 1 or more occurrences should be there. That's why we are getting the output XYZ. We are not getting YZ because X is not here. XYZZ, so that means we are getting the XYZ from here. XYYZ, we are getting the XYYZ as well. Then again, we are not getting XZZY because what is given over here, we have given XYZ. So here Y is followed by Z, and which is wrong. It should be XY and then Z. Now Y can occur as many times as it want, but the order should be X, Y and Z over here. Then again we have Z, Y and Z, which is also not the correct order. Then we have XS, Y and Z. Again, this would not come over here. Why? Because we have X, Y, but it is not followed by Z. Then we have Y, Z, but it does not have X in front of it. Similarly, we have obtained XYZ and XYZ from the last string. So this was our plus operator. Moving ahead and talking about the braces over here, let's see how the braces work. So braces indicates the number of occurrences of a preceding regex to match. For example, what I need to write over here is, so I'll be writing X, and in the curly bracket we'll be writing 2, 4, that X may occur 2 times or 4 times in any of these. In that case, that would be accepted. So I'll just run it. and double x. X is coming 2 times. Where the x is coming 2 times? Over here the x is coming 2 times. For example, I would have written one more x over here. Then it would have given me 2 values of double x here. If I talk about y, so y is occurring 2 to 4 times. Twice y is occurring 2 to 4 times. One is over here and the other time is over here. Similarly, if I talk about z and if I run it, so it would be occurring 3 times. One is here, 2 times is here and 3 times is here. So this is how curly brackets are used. Lastly, we have the parentheses here. Parentheses enclose a group of regex. Now let's see how the parentheses work here. So for example, over here we have xyz, we have yz, xyz and xyyz, xxzzy, and we have zyz. Okay. So doesn't matter what should be the starting value. Let's say I want any value to start. For example, the starting value could be x or the starting value could be z, but it should be followed by y and z. Now as soon as I run it, I'll be getting all the outputs over here. So yeah. So here 5 times this thing is happening, that we are getting xyz. So once is here, then xyz is here. Then xyyz won't be counted. Again, this one would be not counted. Next, zy would be counted. ZYZ, because we have ZY and Z, that would be counted. XXYYZZ, again it won't be counted. And XYZ over here, this one would be counted. And XYZ over here, this one would be counted. This is how it works basically. We have found all the result that matches with what parentheses over here are indicating that it can be a combination of any of them. That means it encloses a group of regex over here that could match with the other characters over here in the combination. So starting value could be anything over here, but the ending value over here would be Y and Z. So guys, these are all the meta characters that we have in regex, and I have showed you the examples as well of all of them. I hope these meta characters over here are clear to you and you have no doubts in the questions. So in our next session, we will be talking about the special sequences. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.